Okay, today well, it's the same day I did the cleaning of the fan area, but for this video, I will be showing how to take the hood off to clean in there. So what you want to do is get your, I forget what kind of screwdriver this is called. It's the one with the star instead of the plus, I guess you could call it. And you take your height adjuster off, and it should just pop off like that. And this is a metal hood model. It's an 800 series. So you have a you have a spring over here and one right here. Well, I got another spring in over here with me. I took some Euroclean springs that came off of a Euroclean that had no good parts, just in case a spring got stretched out. And it looks like here this spring is stretched, so I don't know how this didn't rattle, unless it well, that's another thing you want to watch out for. Don't let your springs fall into your vacuum. So you want to take your two springs. They sit on in these little stands right here, and be careful not to stretch them out, and they hold your hood on. So oops, you want to be careful with these, and I ain't really doing a good start. So, and your hood just comes right off like this. And another thing you want to be careful of is these wires. They connect to the power button, and they could get yanked, and it looks like I'm gonna have to put another screw onto this. This holds your wires attached to the motor on this little thing here, and this is a plastic motor, so it's the louder ones, as we could all hear from my Sanitaire videos. And another thing about this motor is it's from the newer, more modern Sanitaires. So it's a loud one. I don't care what material the motor is made of, just as long as it cleans. So we get our Scott paper towel, and we're going to wipe this area down. I already cleaned this motor area and all that, so it's still pretty clean. And well, and these just sit in there. You want to make sure your sanitary vacuums are clean. You don't want them to be dirty or anything like that. Otherwise, they ain't gonna last long. The same goes with any commercial vacuum: Windsor, Tennant, Clark, Sanitaire, and the commercial line of Hoovers. So any commercial vacuum will see a lot of use, and we'll see a lot of dust too. So you want to keep them clean so that they'll last a long time, and you just want to keep them real clean and free of any filth that they might have, that they might see in the commercial cleaning process. So this is, I guess you could say it's clean enough. I've already had it out and being cleaned, like I think yesterday. No, it was the day before yesterday I cleaned this vacuum. Alright, now the main part I was asked to show, or I guess I was asked to show, was getting your springs reattached to your hood to put it back on. There are two grooves, one over here and one over here, that you want to have these springs sitting on. And you want to stuff them in these little rectangular holes. There's a hole right here and one over here. So you want to trick them into those little holes. And first, I almost forgot to do some. Put our little vents back in these slots. And there's another thing I actually forgot to do. You know, that's another thing, you don't want to forget anything. You put your screw in this little thing here. I hope you're seeing this. And screw your and re-thread that thing back on. And you want to tighten it, but not too tight. It'll strip out your thread if you put it on there too tight. So, and remember, these are plastic threads. They can get stripped out. Now for the springs. One in that slot, one in this slot. Now, these are like spring locks. You want to make sure they go into that hole. Uh-oh. Well, you get the picture. But I need to make sure these go into them slots. So, we'll be back. Okay, it is definitely easier said than done. I decided to go in a whole new direction and try and trick these springs up over these little grooves. So, now I gotta find the other spring, unless no, it didn't go in there. But anyway, you put your two springs. You have to kind of trick them in. Oh, right here. It was underneath the weird screwdriver. But you put your springs, you have to try and make sure they go into the grooves on the hood, and you pull them up over and set it onto these little things here. So that's how to clean out a Sanitaire motor. And I hope y'all enjoyed the video. No, wait, we still have to put our height adjustment on. How that's done is you pick up the nozzle and slide it in there. That's the easy part. It is harder to get the hood back onto these 800 series due to it being a metal hood. But it is frustrating and all, but it can still be done. I take care of my machines. I don't abuse them like most people would. Most people think, hey, it's a commercial vacuum, it can handle anything. That is very not true. It may be a commercial vacuum for commercial cleaning, but it is not meant to be abused. They can take on commercial grade cleaning, like cleaning heavy grit out of carpets, heavy dust, heavy fluff, and all that, but they can't take abuse like most people think. They're not meant to pick up anything. They're meant to pick up the same thing a more modern vacuum is meant to pick up. So all of y'all keep that in mind. You can't push. Just because a vacuum is commercial does not mean you can push it to the limit and it still work the same amount of good as it did when it was new. They're not built for that. So this was definitely an easier process said than done. So tell me how y'all liked it, and tell me what you guys would like to see, and I will see what I can do and how I can do it. So until next time, see ya.